Hypermine.
G'day fellow miners and welcome back to the Hypermine server. My name is Armitage. This is episode 13 in my Hypermine series. I am hoping by the time this is released most of my videos have caught up. You will see in last episode, I think quite a long one, where I set up the fusion reactor, and that is working quite well. We'll go down to the reactor room. We'll go down to the reactor room, and it is all piped. It's generating plasma. I've added an extra couple of plasma generators down here to keep the RDSU topped up to full. I have also added these teleporters, so you can teleport around. It's a bit more, high-techy, designed for. Hang on, I better say hello to Wooly. A bit more high-techy for getting around. As you can see, this is nicely full. The system is draining and then replenishing and keeping up. I did have to add an extra industrial electrolyzer to the setup in order for the gaseous deuterium to keep up. So we go back to the fusion room. Yep, see, the little thingies all work. And I've put in these pipes with the liquid, the gaseous helium and deuterium, helium-3 and deuterium. So I'm pretty happy with the way this is working. This is all set up, ready to go. I don't need to do any more with it. It is keeping up. So we'll go back to the crucible, and we will check out what I've done so far in the way of setting up power backbones for various stuff. I've completely removed the assembly table setup. I'm going to replace that with a different setup. For now, I don't really need to do anything with assembly tables at the moment. I'm not really using gates, and I'm not making any ME stuff, but I will put it back. I have put in this screen which tells me the level on the IDSU. I hope it's still working and not bugged out. Yep, it's still working. Good. So that tells me the energy levels in the IDSU, which they're sort of keeping up. They sit at almost full the whole time. I have this telling me my main helium plasma tank level, which is this big sucker here, which used to be the lava tank. And what I've got here is, because it produces more than I can use, I have this overflow in here. So I've got this valve at the top, and the beautiful thing about these Zycraft tanks is that where you put the valve makes it dependent on how much liquid you can drain from the tank. So if you put a valve halfway down, it will only be able to drain liquid to the bottom of that selected block, so to that point of the block, or in the case of that point of the block. It won't be able to drain any more liquid out, so you can actually have valves positioned in different spots on the tank, which will only provide liquid to a certain thing as long as there is enough liquid or fluid or gas in the tank to reach that valve. So what happens is the fusion reactor generates gaseous helium, plasma gas, and it's pumped via a tesseract into the tank, this tesseract here. I've got a few extra valves in the top just in case I need to do something else. Then the tank fills up until it gets to the bottom of this valve, and then it flows into this pipe, which is powered by this camouflage lever here, and goes into this quantum tank. Now, quantum tank is virtually a bottomless tank. It holds something like 2 billion buckets of liquid, so that is taking care of any of the overflow. And I have a little display down here, showing the overflow total. And this is a confounding screen that just counts up to 6 seconds and goes back to the start. That's actually the fusion reactor cycle timer ticking over. It's 128 ticks or 6 seconds, roughly, a little bit over. Okay, so what else do we have? We have 3 matter fabricators. The reason we have 3 matter fabricators and we don't have 1 matter fabricator with 3 cables going into it is the new version of GregTech, which included the plasma reactor and a few other machines. He's limited the input, the power input on matter fabricators to 8192 EU per tick, or what they call quad extreme. So you can't put any more than 8192 EU per tick into a matter fabricator, which is why I have 4 of these plasma generators here for each of the matter fabricators. Each of these plasma generators produces extreme voltage, or 2048 EU per tick, as you can see here, 2048 EU per tick, and then going into the matter fabricator is 8192 per tick. So I have 3 of them generating UU matter, and I'm back up to 5,500. I'm producing it a little bit slower than I was with the original plasma, the original fusion reactor, because I was inputting 32,000 EU, 768 EU per tick into the old matter fabricator, and this turns out to be a total of 24,000. I could put a fourth matter fabricator in, but it would mean having to move this ME cabling. I might do that at some point. Oops, so I'm producing the same amount of stuff. I've also hooked up plasma generators to the B lab, and I'm using energy bridges or energy converters to convert the EV. So I've got an EV consumer, a bridge, and a BC producer, which is then going to feed all of these redstone energy cells, and also linked directly to the machines. So the redstone energy cells are there as kind of a buffer. There's a direct link to the machine, so if they need the power they can draw it. And I have 2 of these set up, and as you can see, they are just sort of they're just sort of working at a trickle at the moment. It's interesting, I didn't know I could do that. But the beauty is that these plasma generators will only consume enough plasma to generate the power required by whatever's connected to them. So we again have another one over here with a plasma generator connected to a EV consumer, which is connected to an energy bridge, which is connected to a BC producer, which is running across here to these 3 redstone energy cells, and that is powering my ME system and my machines that require Buildcraft power, that require Minecraft joules. So all of these thermal expansion machines, all of these Buildcraft, or actually I think these are thermal expansion as well, powered furnaces. I could be wrong, but anyway, all of this stuff that requires Buildcraft energy is all being run by that energy bridge connected to a plasma generator. We then have another plasma generator underneath here, which is feeding this adjustable energy storage unit, and that is connected to this superconductor wire, which is running my on-demand fast processing unit, ONDFU. Take that, Slipgator. I know it's not quite as good as the CPU, but anyway, this is my on-demand fast processing unit. It has all the recipes for the various bits and pieces that I need for building stuff with the ME system. This also powers it's also connected to a HV transformer, an MV transformer, which then feed various power supplies here. Like I've got a few MFSUs, you can see here, which are connected to some of the new GregTech machines. We'll get up there. So we got our plate bender, our assembling machine. I have an industrial electrolyzer. These are all overclocked to some degree. as you can see by the little displays there, if you can read that text down in the corner. And then I have an MFSU connected to this, which is slightly overclocked. That's my industrial blast furnace. There's also a couple other bits and pieces machines up the top here. There's a grinder, two grinders, sorry. One is for mercury. I've covered this before in previous episodes. One is for water, and then I've got my vacuum freezer for creating tungsten steel ingots. I also have this set up here now, which is a recycling service, which I have set to turn off when I have so much scrap in the system, but this is exporting cobblestone half slabs, which I'm creating in a fabricator over here. Actually, I need to sort this out again. I was having troubles with all my cobblestone getting eaten, which is going to be getting eaten again, as you can see. So I've set this up to stop producing, I'll stop sending slabs when I have 4,224 scrap in the system, which just happens to be the amount that an iron chest holds. Not that one, but that one. As you can see, I got an iron chest next to a fabricator producing scrap boxes, which are for, of course, my matter fabricators. Okay, what else? That's pretty much it on the power front. I'm not using my Jetson tube, as you can see. So I think this being a really... Oh, here we go, another... I've got a plasma generator here connected to an AESU, which is outputting 120 AU per tick to power all my little mini farms. And there's just a liquid tesseract there, which is connected to a liquid tesseract up here, and that's to power all these mini farms. Actually, I need to think about connecting up the, because this no longer has any form of power, so I need to sort this out as well. So that's something else I need to do in the future. But that's pretty much it for today, guys. Just wanted to show you that the plasma generator, or the fusion reactor, is doing a wonderful job of providing me with power. I am completely independent of solar panels now. All I have now at the lava generator... Ow, I landed on that charge pad, and it does damage to you. All I have in the lava gen building now is lava generators and the quarry power supply, which I believe, when the lag catches up, which I believe... Oh, hang on. What have I got here? I haven't taken this out yet. This is my other B thingy, I think. It's producing quite a lot of power though, whatever it is. Interesting. This isn't even connected. Oh, frequency 830. What's 830? Anyway, doesn't really matter. I'll find out what that is, but I've taken out all the external solar panels which I had on this thing. You probably may not have seen that, but there was a bunch of these sort of things hanging off the outside of this building. I haven't done anything with the other fusion reactor room. I haven't sorted anything out with this. I may put a second new fusion reactor in here. I don't know. But at the moment it's just a derelict building. But I'm going to leave it there, guys. The secret door still works. Hey, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thank you for watching, and keep on digging.